See, when I came in 81 and came there, I thought I only paid like $11 for the first part.
Hi, everyone. I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes because there's a ton of people jumping on.
Now. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hi.
Hello,
Hi there.
Emily.
We're going to go ahead and mute everybody out. If you guys have called in on your telephone, can you please just hit mute on your phone so we don't have a ton of background noise?
Go on out, please. Go find Dad. Go on out. Okay, wow. We already have a ton of people on the call. Hi, everybody.
So we had over 500 people join Team Allen last month. Holy guacamole, as my 4-year-old would say. So I know there's a ton of new people on the call tonight, so I'm just gonna do a real quick intro on myself and just kind of cover some basics tonight. I want to thank you all for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our team. So if you're listening to this call, you are on Team Allen, and it is one of the fastest growing teams in Plexus, and that I'm not just saying that, it seriously is. Lynn Allen is the diamond on our team. She's been on the leaders board with Plexus for several times this year, and it's all because of our amazing team. So we're seriously one of the top 20 teams in this entire company. So it's really exciting. Like I said, my name is Stephanie Shaughnessy. I'm a Sapphire ambassador. I joined Lynn 3 years ago. I did what probably so many of you did. I saw her make a post on Facebook. A lot of you are probably here because you watched your friend, make a post on Facebook. And I reached out to her and I said, what is Plexus? I had never heard of it before. This was in January 2014. I started Plexus. I just told Lynn I was that friend. I said, if you love it, I'm going to love it. I don't, you just tell me what to order and how to order. I'm going to order it tonight. That was how I felt. She's that one friend that you just trust. And I just pretty much said, sign me up. But I seriously had no intentions of doing this business. I have never been in network marketing before. Lynn has never been in network marketing before. So the fact that we are in the 2 top ranks of this company in 3 years, she's been a little bit longer, about 3.5, that says a lot about this company. So let me just start off by saying, like I said, I started the products in January. I started with the Slim In Accelerator because honestly, I thought Plexus was just weight loss. I had no idea what other amazing products they offered. Lynn and I had babies around the same time, and we were trying to lose the baby weight when our kids were about 1 year old, and we were still holding on to baby weight. So I asked her what to order, and she told me, and I ordered that night. But I had no idea. That Plexus offered some amazing health products. We talked a lot about weight loss in the beginning, and that is all we shared with people was weight loss. And I'm here to tell you, and I think every one of you can agree, people are nuts when it comes to weight loss. And some of them not in a good way. They want it overnight. They want it fast. They want a quick fix. They want a magic pill. They don't want to make any changes. And I'm here to tell you that is not what Plexus is. We are a gut health company. And our president and CEO have really, especially in this last year, the products that they've made, they want to move toward health and wellness and really want us to share this as a gut health company. Weight loss just happens to be a side benefit of being on these awesome products. So when people ask me what Plexus is, I say they're amazing supplements. I joined for weight loss because I honestly thought that's what it was, but I fell in love with the probiotic. I was hospitalized for GI issues 4 or 5 years before I even knew what Plexus was. And I've tried every probiotic under the sun, but I'm here to tell you this one completely changed my health. And this was the first probiotic I've ever taken that made me feel a difference. So I was sold. Once I started on the probiotic about 5 months after I joined Plexus, I knew that these were awesome products. I had no doubt about that. I am somebody who stumbled into the rank of silver. Silver is when you get 3 people to join you, 3 ambassadors. I was going to work, and before I started Plexus, I was in law enforcement for 15 years. I was a detective when I got pregnant, decided to go back after maternity leave part-time, so I had to go back to the street, thus why I had several GI stress-related issues. But I was simply shaking my pink drink at work. I had energy. I was losing weight because I was using it as a tool. I was not craving sugar at all. I mean, my cravings had totally changed. And people were asking me, what is that? So I had 3 or 4 people within the first couple of weeks join, and I was just kind of sharing it naturally. So the moment that I told Lynn that I wanted to do this business a couple months later, what do you think I did? I became a salesperson because I thought that's what this was, and I started trying to sell it. And y'all, one of the reasons why I love this company, why I love the culture of this company, it's unlike anything else out there. We really are just people that are just sharing an amazing opportunity, business opportunity. The products are absolutely awesome. We're not out there like salespeople. We're not pushy. We're not aggressive. We don't have a crazy compensation plan. The president of our company, he said to me once, he said, we could have put this stuff on a shelf in a Walgreens, but we really wanted these products. We wanted the testimonials. We wanted the people out there to personally try it. We wanted to share the stories. So when you start sharing Plexus, if you haven't shared it yet, when you do, just tell your friends and your family why you're excited to try it and what it's doing for you. Don't feel like you've got to tell them every ingredient on every label. I've been doing this for 3 years and I still can't tell you every ingredient on, in every product. I just know why I love this stuff so much, and that's truly what people want to hear is why you're sharing it. So the Plexus, the product line, I think we're up to 17 products now, and like I said, all health and wellness. If you look in the products in the back office, or if you have a brochure or pamphlet and you've seen our product line, we actually started off as a breast health company. There's a breast check kit, a self-examination kit, and a body cream back there. And those were our very first 2 products. And the CEO of Plexus wanted to create another product that addressed something huge like breast cancer numbers that are out there. So they created the Pink Drink, the Slim. Initially, they created this Pink Drink for type 2 diabetics, believe it or not, if you have not heard that yet or you didn't know. It's to regulate blood sugar. But everybody that they tested it on when they created and developed it lost weight in some way, shape, or form, so they decided to name it Slim. But I tell people all the time, I'm like, this isn't a weight loss. This is a blood sugar regulator. So you're going to feel better. It's going to balance your blood sugar out. You're not going to be hangry. You're not going to have all these sugar cravings. It makes it easier to eat better. And this new Slim that was just launched in April has a prebiotic in it. So it goes right along with the gut health, products that we have. So I tell people all the time, this is not something that, once you start taking it, it's just going to naturally change your cravings and things like that. And just makes it easier to live a healthier lifestyle. Not a quick fix again, not a magic pill or anything like that. And then our product line just grew from there. But this company has grown very organically. The number one product, actually the number one combo that we have is the Triplex combo. That is the Pink Drink, the Slim with the probiotic, ProBio 5, and the Bio Cleanse. And that's usually what I recommend to everybody that starts. Everybody that calls me that says, Steph, I want to join. I'd like to, whether they want to lose weight, sleep, feel better, just have more energy. I tell everybody, I'm like, this is the combo you need. This is the one you need to start with. It targets your blood sugar, your gut health, inflammation, and it really, really primes your body for weight loss. Weight loss is a side benefit of staying on it and being consistent. And you do have to drink water. Water is very important. I tell everybody, you got to drink at least half your body weight in ounces. There's no special diet, because people ask me, well, is this a diet or and I say, no, there's no special diet. However, it's going to change your taste buds. It's going to make you want to, eat better, and it will make it easier for you to eat better. So it's not something that you have to follow a certain diet plan. This is a combo of products. All the products that Plexus offers are really geared toward changing your lifestyle. So that's what I tell everybody. And along with that, you really, really need to give it 60 to 90 days at least. So I tell people when they join me, and we train our team this way, you are just really scratching the surface. If you get in there and you buy these products for only 30 days, you're really just scratching the surface and possibly wasting your money if you just give it 30 days. When you join as an ambassador, the second page in there will take you, or second or third page takes you to the convenience order page. A convenience order is something that I know it's a bit confusing. You don't pay for it right now. It's something that it should say, this is what your regular monthly order is going to be every month. After you get your welcome pack, after you get that first month's order, on month 2, this is what your order is going to be. And this is something that you can get in there anytime and change the date. You can change the products that you have. I mean, you could change just about anything in it. You've got control over everything as an ambassador. But it's so important to keep it on because I wish I had a dime for everybody on my team, or even a couple of people that have personally joined me that reached out and said, oh, I was so busy, I did not order, and now this is like I'm going into week 2 with no product because the product's on the way. So if you don't have that automatic shipment, that convenience order scheduled, it's not going to come unless you get in there and manually order it yourself. And I'm telling you, people forget, people order late, and then you find yourself not consistent on the product. So that is a key component to your success on these products and how you feel and just how it affects you and everything. You really, really, really got to stay consistent. I can't say that enough. So if any of you have joined, if you didn't turn that convenience order on, go in there and set it for whatever date you want next month, but make sure it's on. And if anybody joins you, make sure you tell them that. Say, listen, these are wellness products. These are really meant to, something that you got to give time to because it needs to do what it's intended to do inside of your body. When you're talking about gut health, it's not something that you can take 1 or 2 pills and you're feeling totally different. So it's something that's going to take a little bit of time. One thing I want to add is when we do share this, of course we can't make any claims. We can't get out there and say any disease names. We can't make any claims on any kind of social media or anything like that. So I can't get out there on Facebook and say, hey, this pink drink was made for diabetics. But I can say it was made for people with blood sugar. Because we do follow regulations and guidelines by the FDA, the Federal Drug Administration. You might hear people say, well, I don't know, I'm a little weird because these products aren't FDA approved. Well, they're not, but neither are Flintstone vitamins. If you go into a Walgreens and you pick up a bottle of vitamin C, you're going to see that little label on it that says this, is not regulated or promoted or whatever by the FDA. That's the Food and Drug Administration, and they don't approve or promote supplements. So it's a natural thing to not have that on our label. So don't let that freak you out. People are just really misinformed when they say that. But we do follow their guidelines and regulations. Our products are safe. They are natural. They are plant-based. And I just can't say enough good things about them. So as far as the business goes, like I said earlier, I kind of stumbled into the first rank. I had no idea what I was doing. And I am somebody that every time somebody personally joins me, I talk to them about going silver. When I went silver in the very beginning, I got my first paycheck not long, after I hit the rank, and they were mailing them to us back then. I got it in the mail, and my husband opened it, and it was just under $400. And he was shocked, and I was shocked because I truly had no idea how I earned that much. And here I was working part-time. I had went part-time because, like I said, I had my son, and I was really trying to stay home with him at this point. But I just didn't see something like this for myself because I've never been in network marketing before. I truly have never known anybody that's been successful in it, like making 6 figures, quit your job, successful. I've never known anybody like that. So I just didn't see it. And it's probably what a lot of you have thought or, are thinking right now, like this is one of those things and maybe like only the people on top. Trust me, I'm here to tell you all, number 1, I believe in you. Number 2, if I can do it, all of you can. Me being in the job that I was, I had a very, very small circle of friends. I did not have a big network. I am an introvert. This business has really brought me out of my shell a lot more. But I am just someone that I just fell in love with the product. And it made it very easy for me just to say, I love this stuff, Plexus is $35 to join. There are other companies out there right now that you've got to pay $5 to $10 grand for. And to get an inventory shipped to your house of stuff that you have to personally, bust it yourself and sell, and I have friends that are in other companies and they do well and I applaud them. But for me, all I knew is that I wanted to stay home with my son, and it kind of didn't make sense for me to be in something that I was going to have to do parties several nights a week because I could be working part-time still, So this was a perfect fit for me. And when I started sharing it, it was just kind of natural for me. I've always been into health and wellness. I've always liked supplements. I knew that I loved this stuff and what it did for me. So that's kind of how it happened. But my husband, when I got that first check, he said, "You're crazy if you don't explore this." He said, "If you're just messing around, why don't you give this 100% and see where it goes?" So that's when I called Lynn and I said, "Okay, I think I'm ready to do this." And everything since then, I mean, it's just, I'm just here because I've never quit. I love this stuff. I love the products. You couldn't ask for a better company. It's a independently owned company. It's debt-free. They're a client of Morgan Stanley. Just financially sound. We are just really just marketers. I mean, we're like the middleman for Plexus. We just share it. We share our stories. We share what we love about the products, what they've done for us, and it's just that simple. We do a team call every Monday night, and it's something along these lines. And then every other Monday night, we do a testimonial call. We do not record our testimonial calls because people get on there and things that they say as far as sharing their testimony, what the products have done for them health-wise, or sharing their business testimony, may or may not be compliant. So we don't record it and put it out there just in case. But the testimonial calls that we do on Monday are really great if you've got a friend or a family member who would want to call in and listen to what these products or business have done for some people on our team. It's, that option's out there. You can always do that. But usually these Monday night calls are geared around just training, acknowledging people on our team and different things like that. But yes, we are just an amazing gut health company, and with an awesome compensation plan attached. So Lauren Gillian, who is on the call here, she's a Ruby ambassador. She is a rock star, and if y'all are searching for her face, it's going to say Lynn Allen because we're using Lynn's Zoom account. So she's not really Lynn Allen, it's Lauren. But I asked her to speak tonight because Lauren is one of 3 people on Team Allen, which I know Lynn's very proud of that. I'm very proud of that to say. She's one of 3 people who've won the Silver Stars Award. Corporate offers this amazing trip called the Silver Stars where they fly you out to corporate and spoil you like a celebrity. And how you win it basically is helping your team, helping everybody on your team go silver, hit that first rank of 3 ambassadors. And so I didn't go all into going silver because I was leaving a little bit of that up to Lauren, but she was even asked by corporate to do a video that corporate's going to use, to advertise and just, this is Lauren and she won Silver Stars and this is how she did it. So she's going to talk a little bit about going silver and what she did to help her team. For those of you that are on the call tonight, leaders, those of you that have teams, even if you've got one person under you, you are a leader, and Lauren's going to tell you how to help that person get to silver. So, and if anybody's got any questions at the end of the call, we can take questions and then we'll wrap it up. So, yay. Thanks, Lauren.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So just a little brief background. When I signed, I joined my college friend, Rebecca, and she reached out and shared with me about Plexus. I had no idea what Plexus was. I had no idea what even gut health was or the importance of it or anything like that. But when she reached out, I was at a point where I knew that I needed to make a change to my health. So I did a little research and I jumped in with no intentions on working this business, like at all. I used to be that person that would make fun of the network marketers that were posting on Facebook. So I never, ever saw myself, in that role or being that person. But the point of all of that is when I signed up, Rebecca shared with me about going silver. She said, if you went silver and you had 3 people that joined you, just like you just joined me, it would offset the cost of your products and you would hit the first promotion in Plexus and you would go silver. And that was kind of like my light bulb moment. And I had already done a little bit of research and what, baby? Okay. go, mommy's on a call. Okay. Sorry. So I had done research on the products and I had seen all of these other women that were just uberly successful. And that was my first like aha moment, like, well, maybe I can do this. But the point of all that is, had Rebecca never opened her mouth when I joined on day one, like 20 minutes after I signed up, and told me about going silver and what that looked like and what that could mean for me, a stay-at-home mom that was having to, you know, budget these products into, you know, our budget every month. And had she not stepped out, and it might have been scary for her, I don't know. I know it is sometimes for us to tell people about the opportunity because we don't know how they're going to respond or, you know, whatever. But had she not done that day, I sometimes think about where I would be and how, you know, my life is completely changed because she stepped out of her comfort zone, I'm sure, and shared the possibility of going silver. And from there, you know, everything changed. So if you're just starting out and you just signed someone, or you haven't signed someone yet and you signed someone, do not be afraid to share with them about going silver and how that will offset the cost of their products. And, you know, who knows what that can mean for their future. And you just never know when you will reach out to a person who catches that vision and wants to do this and runs with it with you. So be encouraged by that, and, you know, reach out, like Stephanie said, and share with everyone that you sign up about going silver. Some people aren't going to be interested at all, and that's fine, but some people are. So another thing about my story was I signed up when she shared with me. I had done a little bit of research and I had watched these incredible testimonial videos on YouTube. So if you're just starting out and you need some belief, I would definitely say to go there, go to YouTube. There are some videos out there that will literally bring you to tears. And now I have teammates and family members whose stories I just bawl over, because you guys really don't realize the impact that you can have on people's lives and saving them from misery and pain and suffering and things that they are chronically debilitated with every day. And to have that have a small impact on, you know, sharing something that changes their life there is no feeling like that in the world. So when we say that our products change people's lives, we truly, truly hands down mean that. But if you're just starting out, obviously you might not have that belief and you might not have these stories. So when I was starting, I read a lot of testimonies online and I watched a lot of YouTube videos. So when she shared, my belief was kind of like already like, wow, you know, this many people cannot be lying about what these products are doing for them. And so I kind of just jumped in full force. I didn't have a story. I hadn't even received my products. I had no idea what the pink drink tasted like. I had no idea what gut health was. I had no knowledge really about anything other than what Rebecca had, you know, shared with me. But I knew that there might be something to this, and I truly believed that, and I just jumped in. So I say that to encourage you to not feel like you have to have this huge testimony or this story, or that you have to be on these products for a month to see how your body does. And people will join you and they will trust you from day one. They are going to pick up on your excitement, and they will join you. They will join you without you having some life-changing testimony months into your process, you know. And had I waited months in, you know, there's a lot of opportunity that can be missed, you know, sharing your journey from the very beginning. So I would encourage you to step outside. I know that for you guys that have joined, it might be scary and you're thinking like, well, what are people going to think of me? I don't know if I want to post on Facebook yet, or if I want to deal with that. I promise you that it is so worth it And soon enough, you will not care at all about what people think about you, because the lives that you're going to change by sharing and stepping out in faith, it's going to be worth everything, everything. So when we start out, we are kind of trekking alone, and we're signing our friends and our family, and then we get our first person that is interested in doing this with us. They like catch the vision and they're excited, and it is the most exciting part. It's like a whole new dimension of your business starts, right? And you get to link arms with people and help train them and help see them to success. And I remember when Rebecca and Lynn would say, you know, when I was starting out, they're like, it's so much more rewarding, like helping other people achieve their goals and like seeing them be successful. And I was like, I don't know about that. It kind of feels good to hit your own goals. And you know what I mean? But you guys, it is so incredible to have a friend or a family member that joins you and that sees this vision and they want to do it with you. And then you guys work closely and you see them achieve ranks and, you know, move up in this company. It really is the most gratifying thing ever. It's way better than your own, you know, ranks or accomplishments or anything. It's awesome. So, plus you're not carrying the weight solely to get to diamond on your own. And I will say that would be pretty much impossible to get to diamond on your own. You need a team. You need friends that join you and that want to do this with you. And it makes it so much more exciting and so much more fun. So like Stephanie shared, I earned a Silver Stars trip last October. We went in November and it was just phenomenal. If you are just starting out or you're a leader right now that has yet to hit Senior Ruby, you need to put this down as like number one, end all be all. Like you want to earn this trip. And when I joined, I'm very much driven by trips and rewards and, you know, that sort of thing. Just I see the goal and I can work hard to achieve the water bottle or the whatever it is. So Silver Stars was always something that was like on my board. And I had kind of thought a month before like it might happen, but it didn't. And then I had talked to some other girls that had earned Silver Stars and a little bit about what I did to do that. So I'm like I'm not organized. I would say I'm super organized, but I'm like the least organized person ever. So I have to like compensate for that sometimes and try and like make myself organized. So when I was starting that month, going into that month before, I knew, much like we're doing right now, especially if you're a leader and you have level 1s under you or level 2s that are working this, I went through my reports and I found every single person that had not hit silver yet. And I went through those reports and I wrote down all of their names. And with Silver Stars, it's your levels 1 through 4, 1 through 3, 1 through 3 or 1 through 4. I can't remember right now. I think it's 4. So on that level, it was a broader scale than what we're doing right now. In a sense, we're getting only compensated for our level 1s, but when you see, I'm going to tie it all together because we're going to be helping all of our levels. But in that sense, I wrote down everyone's name that had signed 1 person, 2 people, nobody, but said they were interested. I reached out to all of those people that I had never really talked with about the business, or they said they might be interested. And I just reached back out to them to get like a feel of if they would be interested in working towards silver, what that entailed, and what that would mean for them. And so I had that list, and then I made this little fancy chart, which I had just thrown away my Silver Stars one. I thought I was going to keep it forever, but then when we moved, I was like in a purging mood and I threw it away. But I made a new one for this month, and you're probably not going to be able to see it, but I'll give you the gist of what I did. I went down and I wrote down everyone's name. So you can see this month, I have July silver double bonuses, and I have all of my level 1s, And then I have 3 little marks next to their name. And I would go through and I would mark every time one of them would get silver. So I could see where they were. I could keep track of everybody sort of on one little area. And it was just easier for me and for those of you that have a bigger team to be able to, in a little snapshot, see where everyone is. You know, you've got 2, you need 1 more, you've got 1, you know, you get the point. So that was one of the main things that helped me with staying organized, was being able to see all of that on that chart. And I think I got it from like Walgreens or CVS for like a couple bucks. So it was like not that big of a deal, but it really, really, really did help. And especially for some of you guys that are, you know, have bigger teams and you have lots of people that are probably working towards silver. I went ahead and wrote all of my levels. I think I did 1 through 4 on this board that haven't yet hit silver and that are working towards silver. So we also focused on IPA chat groups, which we've already started as well this month. So I have 2 leaders on my team running one together. And then I'm doing another one with some of my other girls, and Rebecca's doing the exact same thing. So I'm sure if you're just starting out, your upline or your next upline, somebody is doing an IPA chat, and they're probably about to get started with that here. I know ours are going to kick off, I think, like Wednesday because of all of the holiday stuff. So, and in Team Allen's team page, in the Files tab, Lynn has a file uploaded that is, it's labeled like IPA, IPA group or whatever. Anyway, if you find that in the Files tab on Team Allen, it has like everything to start the group out, like the message that you can start, how to start the message, the video about what IPA is, and it's just a really important thing to tie your team together to get that accountability. And so those were super important. We also did, back then we did a lot more like Silver and 7 training groups, which I think we're going to introduce some of those videos on the team page. Lynn said, training specific to getting to silver. And then another thing that I feel is so pivotal in every aspect of this business, but especially when you're just starting out, are 3-way messages and 3-way calls. So you've just signed up, and like me, I had no idea what Plexus was, and that can be super intimidating. So if you feel like you're just thrown out to sea, you're probably not likely to, you know, feel confident enough to share with people. But if you know that your sponsor is right there and that they have openly said, like, you know, if you're posting and people reach out to you, or if you reach out to someone and they're interested, start a 3-way message or see if they can get on a 3-way call really quick. And it kind of relieves the burden and the stress of like, oh my goodness, what am I going to say to these people? Because I don't know what Plexus is. Or, you know, I don't really have, what if they ask me a question? I don't know the answer. That was my biggest fear for so long. I was like, oh my goodness. But I never really got backed into a corner, because you can always say, well, you know, that's a really good question. Let me see if I can find the answer to that. Or, so I encourage all of my new level ones, anybody that starts out working this business, to really incorporate those 3-way calls and 3-way messages. I know the messages sometimes work a little bit easier for people's schedules and stuff like that, but the calls really are so important. If you can get someone on a call and they can hear your passion and your story, it really makes such a big difference. But as the sponsor, or as the upline helping them, you know, this is my friend, just introducing your the person that signed you to your prospect, the person that's interested, and just allowing them to kind of take the reins and take off and answer all the questions, and they will kind of navigate the conversation, and just, it's going to give you a learning experience as well. So you're going to be able to learn how they're doing everything and what they're saying and how they're answering these questions, and you're going to be reading and retaining all of that information. And it won't take long before you're like, okay, I'm good. I got this. I can, I feel comfortable. I don't need you to help me with all of my messages. I know at the beginning, Lynn and Rebecca were like probably so tired of me, but you really do catch on after a while, and it just becomes, more natural, and you kind of feel your way around how you word things. And, there's a learning curve, but it's not very big and it's not hard. And the only other thing I wanted to touch on that we've been doing here the last couple months we've always done like a power hour usually every month, and we still do like a big team power hour usually with Jessica's team. But we've started doing these smaller power hour launches. So like for all like the new people that join, and this is actually in our welcome pack. So if you guys just got your welcome pack, I don't have it right in front of me to see what page it's on, but in there, it walks you through how to do a launch and like everything down to like the very, very nitty gritty of what to type in there and, all that kind of stuff. And that's been really, really, really successful for us. So I know I have a list of probably 11 people right now, some that have already mentioned wanting to do a launch this month, and then some that I want to message and say, let's do this. You're just starting. It's a very good way to get people that are interested in hearing more. And what it is we just set up an event page online. You add your friends that you think would be interested in hearing more about Plexus. You send them a message and let them know that you would love for them to attend and learn more, and you would love their support. And then they get in there, and then your sponsor is able to do all of the posting and deliver all of the information. So again, you're not like lost out at sea, like, I don't know what to do. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we are focusing on. This is like the second time we've geared up to specifically focus on helping people get to silver. So it's really, really an exciting thing, actually, and it's something that we should be focused on every single month, because the power of helping, if you look at a board like this and maybe you help half of them get to silver, that's a lot of people. And I will say one last thing. You have to really take this by the reins. You can't just sit back and like hope that these people are going to hit silver. If you're a leader and you have somebody that's on your team, 99% of people probably are not like self-starters or, people that are just going to pick up and run with this and like figure it out. They need help. They need you to be a leader, to hold their hand, to walk them through this, to check in with them every day, to ask them what leads they have, how you can help them, what messages you can set up, what calls you can set up. You have to be intentional with staying in contact with them. If not every day, like every other day. When I was working towards Silver Stars, it was like maniac drive, like I was making sure that everybody had everything that they needed, because we need that encouragement, right? We need people to be there to help us and to push us and to, get us, more, I don't know, just to be there to see us through when we aren't sure 1,000%, but I don't know. That's pretty much what I have about silver, going silver, and how important it is.
Thank you, Lauren.
You're welcome.
You're such an amazing leader. That's why you're on the brink of Senior Ruby.
Yes.
Thank you so much for speaking tonight.
You are so welcome.
So if you guys, if you're on the call and you're brand new and you're excited and you're like, I think I could do this, I could share this. Or if you're somebody that, maybe you just joined, or maybe you joined and maybe you were a wholesale ambassador for a long time, but you never went silver, but recently you started signing people up, whatever. This is where I want you to start. I just want to tell you, get with the person that you joined under and say, my goal is to go silver. So they know what your goal is. They can help you get there because you're not doing this alone. Like I said, you're on an amazing team. And I have no doubt that there are plenty of people above you and next to you on this team that will help you get to that goal. On the team pages, of course, there's a Team Allen page, and you were probably added to a couple of team pages when you join. I add everybody to those pages, even if they tell me, Steph, I don't want to work the business. I add them because Lynn, who I joined under, if she would have never been added to the team page, none of us would be here, as crazy as that sounds, because we're all under her. None of us would be here. She was added to the team page in the beginning, and she swore up and down, I'm not going to work this business. But she saw contests going on. She saw really great incentives that corporate was doing. She saw all this camaraderie and the culture that this company has, and she's like, I think I can do this. So I tell everyone, I'm going to add you to the team pages just for resources and training and support. You don't have to participate, but I'm going to add you to them. You guys get an amazing, amazing success kit when you join. And this is another important point I forgot to say in the beginning. When a new ambassador joins you, make sure they buy a welcome pack. You get the welcome packs. They're priced below wholesale, below the ambassador rate. So that's your one-time chance to get the most product at the cheapest price. And if you don't buy one when you first join, I think they've shortened the window. I think you have 30 days, but then you have to physically call customer service. You can't just jump in the back office and order it. So make sure your new ambassadors are buying a welcome pack. And you guys, the ambassador position is really intended for people who are going to do 100 in PV a month or more, $100 basically in product. So if you have somebody that's going to commit to the triplex, you know, like I said earlier, give it 60 to 90 days and commit to this and be consistent, they should be an ambassador so they could get it at the cheapest price. If you have someone that just flat out says, nope, I only want to do it 30 days, I don't want to commit, then make them a customer. Or if they just want to buy just one product, just the pink drink for now, make them a customer because they're really getting it at the best price, and that is the best avenue for them as far as joining Plexus for their needs. That's so important. But in the success kit with the welcome pack, they've got these amazing, this is just one tool in there, these amazing product cards. And on these cards, they have talking points in the back and what you might say when you share it. So like if you are on the triplex and the probiotic is your favorite product, like it is mine, you could say, you know, they have different talking points back here that you could talk about. 70 to 80% of your body's immune system lives in your gut. Boom. That's why I'm on the Plexus triplex. I haven't been sick in 2 years because I've been taking this amazing probiotic. That's the kind of stuff I share with people. And you're compliant when you say anything that's on any of these cards. So that's one thing. In the back office, they have this amazing new program that they launched at convention this year. It's called the Rank Up Roadmap. Direct all your new people to that roadmap, all your new people. It basically is just a step-by-step plan, roadmap, laid out for you on how to get to silver. And that's what I send everybody to. Go back there to the Rank Up Roadmap. There's a really cool color personality test back there. It just kind of gives you an inclination of, you know, your personality as it relates to this business, and that's something that you can share with the person that you joined under and things like that. And then make a list. Sit down and make a list, because I know even 3 years into this, I think of new people all the time that I'm like, oh man, I've never talked to so-and-so about Plexus, you know, or whatever. But try to find, you know, time to sit down and just make a list off the top of your head, close friends, family, whoever, maybe people you work with, and then mention it to them when you see them, or give them a call and say, I just started these products and I think they're awesome, and I'd love for you to be an accountability partner and do this with me. It helps when you have an accountability partner to stay consistent and whatnot. But yeah, right now, as it stands, and it's like this all the time, whenever you hit silver for the first time, you get a $100 bonus, and you're paid on welcome packs. So you guys know, because you all joined, if you bought a welcome pack, you have the choice between a $99 one or a $199. $99 one you get paid $25 for. The $199 you get paid $50 for. So when you have 3 people join you, you can make anywhere from, you know, $75 if they all buy the $99, or $150. And then along with the $100 bonus, I mean, that is like your products and then some. And right now for the month of July, corporate is offering a double bonus. So you get $200 instead of the normal $100. So it's an amazing incentive. This is the time more than ever, and I don't care how long you've been doing this. If you've been in Plexus for a long time and you haven't won silver, this is the month to do it. So I appreciate all of you guys taking the time to listen to these tips and this call tonight. And if you have any questions, feel free to get with the person that you joined under. You can post a question on the team page or whatever. We are all here to help you. And like I said earlier on when the call started, I believe in all of you. Get out there, go silver this month, get that double bonus, get with your people who just joined you, get them excited. And even if they say they don't want to work this business, at least approach them from the standpoint of, let me help you get your products paid for. So I hope you all have a very safe and happy 4th of July. And thanks again for taking the time to jump on this call with us Monday night. Good night, everyone.